out in the garden today because the weather's so unexpectedly nice. I'll be taking you through a sequence suitable for if you're standing a lot, you do a lot of running, you do a lot of cycling, just tapping in more to the outside of the hip and quite deeply into the hamstrings. Let's get started right away at the top of the mat in mountain pose. Take the hands either side of the legs, really root all four corners of the feet into the ground. Stand tall in your posture. Keep the shoulder heads down away from the ears. Take a long inhalation here. Reach the hands all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale, come down through a gentle flat back position. Bend the knees slightly. Release the fingertips in line with the toes. See if you can straighten out the legs slightly. Inhale as you step the left foot back into lunge. Keeping long and strong in the spine. Place the hands either side of the front foot. Guide the right foot back into plank. Hold this strong. And when you're ready, release the knees and then the chest. Slide the body forwards and through into cobra. Just allow the hips to melt down. Tuck the toes. And then exhale, send the bottom high into downward dog. Walking out the legs here. Taking it in turns to straighten out each leg. Just waking up the hamstrings. Taking the eyes between the hands, guiding the left foot as high as you can towards the top of the mat into a lunge. Use the hand to assist it through if it feels better. And then beginning to straighten over that front leg, bend in the back leg. And then step the right leg through, come into a flat back position, releasing the tummy down. And then inhaling, standing tall, taking the arms all the way up, going straight onto the other side. On the exhalation, floating the body down, releasing the crown of the head. Inhaling as you step the right foot back, releasing the top of the foot into a lunge. Place the hands, guide the left foot back into plank. Now release the knees and the chest at the same time if you can, keeping the elbows tucked in. Guide the chest through, in between the hands. Press strong in the arms into cobra, tuck the toes and exhale, send the bottom high. Walking out the backs of the legs again in your inverted V shape here. Sending the sit bones high, melting the chest down. Rise up onto the toes here. See if you can relax the heel slightly further. Look between the hands, guide the right knee into a lunge. Inhaling. And then as you exhale in, straightening over that front leg, bending in the left. Guiding the left foot through to the top of the mat, standing forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. We're going to inhale, stand tall. And exhale, release the hands alongside the legs. Inhale, take the hands high. Maybe come into a slight back bend if it feels good. Keep the hips pressing forwards, chest open. And then exhale, float the body down. Release the neck long. Inhale, step the left foot back into a high lunge. Step the right foot back straight away. Release the knees, release the chest, flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling, releasing the tops of the feet down, rising up into a full upward dog this time with the hips 1 or 2 inches off the ground. Then tucking the toes, exhaling, sending the hips high into downward dog. And inhaling, stepping the left foot through, and then the right to follow, standing forward fold. Inhaling, swooping the arms high, reaching up slightly higher, and exhaling, releasing the hands. Continuing to stand tall in mountain, this time stepping the right foot back into warrior two. So bringing the back arch of that right foot in line with the front heel, bending slightly more in that front leg, keep pushing the outside edge, pushing the knee over towards the outside edge of that pinky toe. Spanning the hands, lovely and long. Take the hands on the hips, keep double checking that the knee isn't collapsing inwards here. Then we'll come into an extended side angle, releasing the elbow down just above the knee, taking the left hand all the way up, taking it into an extended side angle by releasing the arm alongside the ear. Just double check that the arm's not floating over the face here. You can even take the eyes up towards the sky. Pressing strong in the outside edge of that left foot, releasing the hand alongside the body, revolving the body back round and coming into an intense side stretch now. So taking the right foot slightly wider, keep a generous bend in that left leg to begin. Allow the body to melt forwards over that leg. Release the crown of the head down. Seeing if you can straighten slightly more in the left leg. Just taking it nice and easy. Releasing the neck out. Squaring out the hips here as much as you can by drawing the left leg in towards the left hip joint. Bending that back leg, stepping the right foot back. Extending the left foot out long, keep the left heel planted. Begin to straighten out slightly more in that left leg, take the toes up towards the sky. The main thing is here is to keep the spine really straight and long. So send the bottom over that back knee, extend the crown of the head towards the top of the mat. And then at the same time, begin to lower the tummy down towards the leg. And then step the back foot through, taking the foot closer in, working our way back in towards that intense side stretch. Take the arms up high. And release the hands behind you, either taking a hold just above the elbows or seeing if you can bring the hands to prayer behind the back. Keep spanning the chest open. Use the core strength to lower down through a flat back. Pressing evenly in the feet. Micro bend in the left leg. And holding wherever feels comfortable, wherever it feels good for your hamstring here. Pressing that right hip gently forwards in line with the left. And inhaling, rising the body up through a flat back with control. Standing tall. Releasing the hands, taking them all the way over and above the head. And onto the hips. Taking the balance in the left leg, squaring off the hips. I'll face you this time, just so it's easier to follow. So with the weight in the left leg. Begin to draw the right knee up, in line with the waist. Bringing the leg to a 90-degree position. Keep relaxing the upper body, drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. And just hold this. So really work on activating that left glute and try not to collapse in the arch of the left foot. Then beginning to bend in the leg. Take the outside edge of the right foot just above the knee. Bring yourself down into almost a seated position here. Continue to use your core strength. When you're ready, bring your hands into a prayer position. Trying to lengthen out in the spine as much as you can, drawing the shoulders back over and above the hips. Inhaling, growing long in the spine, and exhaling, sending the bottom lower. Powering through the glutes. Seeing if you can open the legs slightly wider. Gently pressing through the foot, bringing yourself up to a standing position, taking the foot out behind you, taking a hold of the top of the foot, drawing the foot in towards the bottom. Bring the knees in towards one another. Sending that right knee down towards the ground. And then very carefully, with control, folding from the hips, begin to lower the chest down towards the ground. And extend the knee out higher behind you. I'll just turn side on so you can see. Coming into a very gentle dancer's pose. Then see if you can take a hold of the inside of the foot. Begin to raise the knee slightly higher and extending the hand out towards the top of the mat. Raising the foot slightly higher and into a very gentle back bend. With control, releasing the knee all the way back down, taking the foot in close, releasing the foot down. Inhaling, taking the hands high, and exhaling, hands back on the hips, taking the feet about mat width distance apart, taking some nice big hip rotations, just any which way. And then taking the hips the opposite way, in big full breaths. Bring the feet together. I'll just swap ends of the mat so it's easier to follow. So we're flowing onto the left side now, stepping the left foot back into your warrior two. Turn the hips open towards the left side of the mat. Really span the hands out wide. Bend generously in that front leg. Send the knee over towards the little toe. Straightening out the back leg as much as you can here. Coming into your extended side angle, reaching the elbow down just above the knee. Take the hand up towards the sky. Open the palm. If it feels good, extend the arm alongside the ear. Try not to let the back knee sink down, but draw the kneecap up in towards the thigh. Release the hand down. Step the back foot in slightly and ever so slightly wider. Fold the body over that front leg. Coming into your intense side stretch, or pyramid pose, as it's often called. Nice deep hamstring release. Release the crown of the head down. Doesn't matter how much that front leg bends. Seeing if you can ever so gently, with the exhalation, straighten out in that leg. Pressing evenly through the feet. Extend the left leg out long. Working our way into our half splits now, taking the toes up towards the sky. Keeping the bottom directly above that back knee. Extending the chest down long over that leg. All the time, keeping long and straight in the spine. Exhalation, working slightly deeper into the hamstring. And bending that front leg, stepping the back foot in slightly and out slightly wider. Inhaling, taking the hands up high. And then exhaling, bringing the hands together behind the back. Beginning to fold the body down over that front leg using the core strength. You can take the hands to prayer or just take a hold just above the elbows. Keep drawing the right leg in towards the hip joint, pressing gently the left hip forwards. Controlling the body down through that flat back. Keeping a micro bend in the right knee. Extending the crown of the head long towards the toes, then inhaling with control, drawing the body back upright. Releasing the hands all the way up towards the sky. Bringing the hands towards the side. Stepping towards the top of the mat, taking the balance in the right foot. As you draw the knee up to 90 degrees. Finding that point of focus. Keeping long and strong in the posture. And taking the outside edge of the foot just above the knee. Opening the knee. Beginning to send the bottom down. Bending in that right leg. You squeeze in the right glutes. Use the core strength to grow tall. Try to take the shoulders above the hips. Try not to collapse on the arch of that grounded foot. Press evenly through the foot. Release all 5 toes. Inhale, take the arms wide. And the foot out behind you. Draw the foot in close towards the bottom. Raise the right hand all the way up towards the sky. Draw the knees in together. Then when you're ready, begin to lower the chest down towards the ground. Coming into our dancer's pose. Take a hold of the inside edge of the foot. Imagine yourself like a teapot. Just pouring the tea from the spout, which is your arm. Taking it into a slight more of a back bend by raising the chest high and taking that foot higher behind us. Seeing how high you can take the knee up. Drawing the foot in close towards the bottom one last time. Maybe taking a hold with both hands. Take the foot down. Take the feet wide. And then let's finish with those big hip rotations. Bring the feet back in together. Stand tall in mountain. Taking as long as you need here to relax the muscles. Send the breath all the way down to the tips of the toes. Grow tall from the ground all the way up towards the crown of the head. And this is a really great routine to practice as much as you can, especially after any kind of running or sports. And don't worry about how deep you went in any of the poses. It's about your presence being here today, and more aimed towards practice and progression than it is over perfection. So stick with it. Leave a comment just below. Let me know how you got on and what other videos you'd like to see. All videos are to help in building a global yoga community, to share and exchange yoga and also lifestyle ideas. So if you want to travel and do yoga, then see how you can be a part of Earth Yoga Exchange on Facebook and on Instagram.